My brother Kong Meng is the youngest in our family. Always had this exciting, eccentric, lots of energy, always the entertainer, the outgoing one. So he knew how to really keep our family of 9 really entertained, especially in a household when there's so many people.
Well, yeah, he got in the National Guards when he was probably, I think, 17 or 18. Yeah, he loved the National Guards. Just the camaraderie that was there, the teamwork.
He graduated from DC Everest. He played on the freshman team. So I just remember him loving sports and being very enthusiastic about playing football. He always encouraged my boys to enjoy music. He'll play music, he'll sing to them. He will just bust out with a rap, lyrics that probably don't really go well with each other, that don't make sense in the moment. But whatever spoke with him, he was very open with speaking it. So.
I was just at home, going to head out to a business meeting, and then my oldest brother called me and then told me that Meng passed away, and then I was in disbelief.
My oldest, my 7-year-old, was like, "Mom, someone's at the door," saying that they are a police officer of the Wausau department. And I'm like, kind of odd. He kind of let me know that my brother, Kong Meng Xiong, committed suicide. So I'm like, I was kind of dumbfounded. I'm like, well, maybe, are you sure you have the right family? Because to me, my very energetic, enthusiastic brother would have never, I would have never thought that he would take his own life. But Officer Xiong did verify and confirm with me that it was in fact my brother, and he took his own life. And at that point, I was just in complete shock.
I've been fighting this depression and anxiety for far too long. And you guys, I really wish I didn't leave you guys, but I got to.
He never really showed any signs of depression to me, so I didn't know anything.
I had some thoughts that he may be depressed. We did lose my father earlier that year as well. I wanted to check and see where he was at with his emotions and everything, and I just never got to it.
Anxiety and depression are the most common diagnosed mental disorders in the United States, but are the most treatable. Symptoms can include the inability to sleep, the loss of interest in things they like to do, as well as feelings of worthlessness, suicidal ideations.
People are really gifted at putting on a mask, and putting on a front for people. And a lot of times it's because they don't want to burden other people with their issues. And that's I hear that all the time, that they feel like a burden. And I think too, a lot of time they think, maybe if I pretend enough, I'll start feeling better. Like if I pretend that I'm okay, maybe eventually I'll start being okay. And so a lot of times they do that, or they're really wanting to help other people, so you'll a lot of times see them, and I know that was the case with him, where he really put out a lot of those YouTube videos encouraging people to seek help and do all that stuff. And I think a lot of that is they're trying to help themselves too, and they're thinking that, okay, if I do this enough and tell other people this enough, and then I'm going to start to get better. I'm going to start to feel better.
If you have a family friend or a loved one that is suffering from depression or anxiety, frequent contacts with them, keep in touch with them. If you know they're struggling, listen, be there with them, There are resources available. You can refer to clergy, outpatient systems, crisis centers for immediate help, but the message is get help.
If Meng was here right now, I don't even know what I would say. That I love him, and that, that he wasn't a burden to anybody, and wish we had more years together.
I think my message for him is that he is so loved, and he should never feel ashamed to share his hope, his struggles. If he was here right now, I would let him know that he is so courageous.